Hello there, I'm Abhinav Sarma from Sankara University and I'm here to explain you my method for lighting the streets. I'll be explaining you some problems that we face in conventional methods and my proposal for a solution. Starting off, usually we have the light source as well as the solar panel at the top of the lamp that exerts a massive torque onto the pole in case of windy and stormy conditions. In my method, the lamp, the light source as well as the solar panel come to the middle section of the pole. They reduce by this method we can cut down on the metal used in the pole as well as it cuts down massive wiring costs. We have used a reflecting unit to reflect the light of the light source that is inside the pole onto the road, and the same reflecting unit in the daytime reflects the light of the sun onto the solar panel. By this method we have improved the amount of energy generated by the particular solar panel by more than 2 times. Our next innovation is generating power from the roads. I named it PV streets because it uses the concept of piezoelectronics to generate energy from the road. The best part of this thing is the cost. For 300 rupees per unit, it's able to generate a massive power of 2 kilowatts in 24 hours. It basically uses very cheap to single-tailored piezoelectronic elements that are embedded inside this and which are pressed by a lever the moment the car passes over this. We have embedded this particular component inside the speed breakers and all those places where the traffic needs to be slowed down, for example, turning points and heading points into the highway, red lights, etc. The last concept of ours basically changes the way we light the road. In conventional concepts, we have the light source at the top and which projects the light in a circular fashion. A lot of light is wasted on the area adjacent to the road. In our method, the light is projected in a rectangular manner. All thanks to this particular concept, in which we put the light source right inside the lamp, inside the pole, and the light source is the LED used in the pole as the heat sink, so we also do not need the heat sink. Thank you.
Hello everyone, here we are recording the video of IntelliSolar lamps. For this we have, first of all, I would like to show you our source. It's a 3-watt LED. Next is a servo motor. We are using servo motor 0 to 360 degree rotation working on PWM principle in order to provide solar tracking. On this we have attached reflector in order to concentrate most of the sun rays on our solar panel, and this is our solar panel. Here is our circuit. On this we have used ultrasonic sensor, smoke sensor, 2 LDRs to concentrate most of the sun rays on the reflector, and then this is our Arduino. It's dual mid-level and AT-MEGA 328P. Next is our program. Now I would like to make attachment of Arduino so that we can run the program. Hello everyone, we are here recording the video of IntelliSolar lamps. For this our hardware portion is not complete, but we are ready with our programs. Only the attachments are pending. First of all, let me show you what we have here. This is our source. It's a 3-watt LED, and next is a servo motor. It's 0 to 360 degree rotation and works on PWM. Here we have attached a reflector in order to concentrate most of the sun rays on the solar panel, and here's our solar panel. Next, this is our piezoelectric strips. We have made it, basically, you can see that piezoelectric helps in focusing the most part of the light in case of fog, so that we can avoid the accidents while overtaking. Next, here's our apparatus. We have created a circuit. In this, we have ultrasonic sensor. This is smoke sensor, and in order to show our outputs, we have connected LED so that we can check our program is working. These are 2 LDR in order to concentrate solar tracking. Next, this is the Arduino. This is AT-MEGA 328, and we are interfacing the LabVIEW with Arduino. And here's our program. First of all, I would like to tell you about our solar tracking. Here we have used 2 LDR and we are comparing the intensity of light through them. This is our ultrasonic sensor, and we have set the value for ultrasonic sensor is 30 centimeter. Whenever there is an obstacle in the range of 30 centimeter, our servo motor will rotate through an angle of 360 degree and will close all the systems in order to prevent our system from damaging. This can be working. We can use this principle as a collision sensor in order to avoid accidents. You can see this. It's rotating through 360 degree because we have created an obstacle at an angle at a distance less than 30 centimeter. Next is our solar tracking. For here, I am first of all switching off the ultrasonic sensor so that we can't have any kind of problem. Now I would like to tell you about a solar tracking procedure. For this, we are running a program by switching the Arduino into our laptop port, and then we have a reflector connected to a servo motor which is 0 to 360 degree rotation and working on PWM. So you can see we have a light source over here. This light source is acting as a sun. So as I am concentrating the light over the one and LDR, you can see our servo motor is searching for the maximum intensity. It's now pointing towards the maximum intensity area. Now I have switched off the lights and you can see it's just wandering over here and there just to search for the maximum intensity, and now you can see that my laptop is having the maximum intensity, so it's pointing out towards it. Now we have two reflectors and one convex lens, and we are creating the mechanism for falling of light on the rod. So we are going to connect this reflector at an angle of 30 degree on the top of our lamp, so that when the light source is connected over here and the lights are going upwards, they just directly fall onto the road. Next, what is the advantage of creating a slit over here? You can see there is a slit which concentrate most of the light coming from our source through the slit to fall on the road, so that we can avoid the cases of accidents in case of fog, rain or shadow. Whenever we have observed this common phenomena that whenever a heavy vehicle passes nearby the lighter vehicle, there is a shadow overwhelming the lighter vehicle, so that the lighter vehicle has a tendency to face the probability of maximum accident. So in order to avoid that, we have created here a slit so that there can be intensity of light on the road, so that the lighter vehicle can also see. This is a piezoelectric strip. We are going to fit it in the road where we have to establish our lamp. The purpose of this strip is that whenever a heavy vehicle passes over this strip, it will generate some energy, and we can use this energy as a socket point or to recharge our battery. We are using lead acid battery. And next, here are our sensors to prevent the damage to our system. Ultrasonic sensor to prevent the collision, and this is a fog sensor, or we can say smoke sensor, just to cause I have shown you the slit, just to cause that there is a flow of light from the slit.